What's up, YouTube? Now, I know whether it's the park or especially the stage, you guys have hopped on the 2 score and you have played against 2 lockdowns, 2 builds with Hall of Fame defensive badges. And you struggled, you know, they were spamming X, they were pressing up on you, and it was just a super hard time to score. Now, I'm going to show you guys today how to score on 2 locks. So you see our lineup, a post playmaker and a deep range shot creator. Beast is a play sharp build, the Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame playmaking, while I'm the Hall of Fame playmaking, Hall of Fame defense. So we have 1 lockdown on our team, which is, you know, basically considered a valid lineup. But they have a 2-way pass first point and a 2-way sharpshooter. Not only are they both lockdown builds, they both have lockdown takeover. So, you know, if having Hall of Fame defensive badges ain't enough, Hall of Fame lock takeover is just insane. And they both have Hall of Fame shooting and Hall of Fame defense. So it's going to be tough. So first things first, you know, I mean, the one thing with it is Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame defense. So their builds offensively, they're well pretty much all around it. They can shoot from deep, you know, they got range extender, Hall of Fame. They got finishing that can be in the 80s, you know, they have like, you know, just enough finishing to get good like Russell Westbrook dunks. And playmaking, you know, they got gold playmaking, they can have like, you know, up to like 10 or so. So they're going to have quick first step build. Basically what I'm saying is they're all around builds. But they're not, you know, they're not the quickest builds in the game, I will say that. And they can't get bailed out with contact dunks. So pretty much, we just got to press up on them, make it tough for them, and hopefully, you know, they take a bad shot. You see right here, playing defense, starting off. Had him at basically 0.5 seconds. Unfortunately, Beast gives up an open shot, which, you know, it hurts. But if we play defense, you know, if we play defense that good for 1 play, we'll be able to do it again. Now, most people with lockdown builds, they have them for a reason. Now, they're pretty good offensively, but if they give us the ball, they can rely on their Hall of Fame defensive badges to get it back. You see, they got Beast jumping right there. Unfortunately, or not, I mean, unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, he does miss that. You know, Beast isn't the greatest defender. His build doesn't allow it. So they should be going to attack him. That's the smart play, but hey, right there, they're able to get a layup on me, 6-0. I mean, they're getting struggle points, and usually, you know, people with locks, I don't want to say they're not the best, you know, offensive players in the game usually. That's why they're on a lock. But they're usually pretty good. Now, when it comes to scoring on them, so pick and roll won't really work, pick and pop, because they can just switch everything. So your best bet, if you can, I would say, is to ISO. Now, you know, we're both ISO players because it works out, and we have an advantage. I'm a lot taller than them. So ideally, you know, I'm going to have the advantage. You see they try to help right there, but hey, they're lockdowns. They're going to get crazy stuff like that. I'm dotting Beast. Setting a little screen just to kind of confuse, and Beast dots me in the corner. Bang! I mean, that was like 37% contested. That was a very lucky shot. I can't lie to you, man. If you're playing against 2 locks, it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. Just have a Hall of Fame defensive badges. You're able to get contests that normal people won't get. You're able to play lanes a lot better than builds that Hall of Fame defensive won't get. You know, they're able to spam X and get lucky steals, and you're just going to miss random shots just because they're a lock, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, every lockdown's a great defender, because you still got to have some stick skill. But if somebody's a great defender and they're on a build without Hall of Fame defense, they're still going to get destroyed sometimes. But if they're a great defender and they're on a lockdown, they are going to be rewarded almost every single time. And even if they're a bad defender, just having a lockdown, it's going to make them at least an average defender, in my opinion. So you see right here, our plan is, you know, it's obvious. I'm going to try to expose them for being small. That's the only advantage we got. I mean, if I can, I need to be wide open, because, you know, you can get away with taking lightly contested shots against most players that don't have Hall of Fame defense. If we take a lightly contested shot against these guys, they're going to get a contest. It's going to be a miss. You see Beast going into the paint. He does have bailout on, but like I said, just because they're a lockdown, they made the bailout go out of bounds. Now we got to play defense again, and it's just going to be a struggle. But if you have an advantage, you know, take it. Let's say one of them was like a pure red. You know, 7-3 pure red, and the other one was whatever they are. And then you would want to take advantage of your speed against him. There's always some kind of advantage. Now, if they're both 2, you know, 6-7 play locks, I mean, you know, there's not really much you can do. You just got to hope that your offense is good enough and hope that your defense is good enough to expose their lack of offense. Now, in NBA 2K20, lockdowns are overpowered. Hopefully, it's not like that in 2K21. Builds that have Hall of Fame defenses shouldn't be as good as they are offensively. I mean, look at this guy. He's almost looking like a play sharp sometimes. And he doesn't even have Hall of Fame playmaking. He's got Hall of Fame shooting and Hall of Fame defense. He's basically a perimeter lock with ball handling. I got to stop right there. You know, anytime you can get an open shot, even if it's for just a half a second, you got to take advantage. That's why I was not hesitant to shoot right there. They had a little bit of confusion. And sometimes, you know, locks, they'll be trying to switch so hard that it'll actually mess them up. You see right there, they tried to go for Beast right there because they thought I was going to do something cheesy. Instead, I just go straight to the paint. Now I have my slashing takeover. Another thing, too, if a lock ever gets his lockdown badge, ideally you want to let the other person, you know, work that or at least get the switch off of them. Stay away from the lockdown badge. I mean, you can just spam X for the lockdown badge without many fouls. If they nothing easy you and they have the lockdown badge, it's not even going to give them a foul. You're just going to fall to the ground, and they are going to get the ball, and they'll be wide open because your dude's still trying to get up. Now, right here, like I said, that's a pass that I can make a lot of the time, but with lockdowns in the lane, it was a bad pass. I give them the ball back. This dude driving to the paint. I was going to rely on pogo stick right there to get another jump, but my dude just flies way out of bounds. They get it 8-15. We have done a pretty good job scoring. You know, they got a couple stops. And another thing, that's just how it's going to be with locks, you know. Now, sometimes you're going to be able to 21-0 locks. Very few, though. You're just going to have to rely on your defense to get a stop. They're dotting his man right there. Bang. 10-15. Now this dude has lockdown takeover. So when we get a stop, we need, you know, it's basically going to be on Beast. Or Beast is going to have to screen for me and get him off. It's not going to be the ideal thing to go at a lock takeover build. Now, can I do it? You know, of course, especially if I got a slashing takeover. But it's not the best offensive strategy in the world. Now, you know, I'm thinking like everyone's going to have a double ISO lineup. If you don't, you have to screen, you know, you have to pop. Basically, you just got to be really on point with your stuff. You know, say you're screen and roll, one dude's playing back. You just need to stay there, stay high, try to get him off of you. Anytime you have a slip, especially, you know, just quick slipping, a lot of times they'll try to play sides and you'll have just a very quick slip that you can do, you know, while he's coming up. You got to take those really IQ plays because, you know, stick skill gets you so far, but when it comes to two locks, especially if they got lock takeover activated, especially if they're great players, skill alone's not going to do it for you. You have to use your IQ. Now, 13-15, you know, we're pretty upset with ourselves for giving them the ball so many times. But, hey, I mean, this dude going for the reverse. I am there. 15-15. And, you know, lock takeover, you may be wondering why he activated for offense. He still gets a +5 to his shooting, his dunking, his ball handling, his stuff, even though it's lock take. Now, this dude shoots a late, completely bails us out. I'm telling Beast, get away from me. I have the non-lock takeover on me, and that's exactly what I want. So, at this point, I just need to keep him away. I get to the paint, you know. He's trying to bait me to dot Beast, which I was strongly thinking about. But with that lock takeover, man, he just would have snatched that right out of the air, and it would have been their ball, and we would have been looking bad. Now, right here, though, Beast dotting me 15-17. I'm telling Beast, you know, try to work. They don't have any lock takeover. It just ran out, so I'm telling them, you know, dot me if you have to. This dude playing too high. I am going for the reverse. They're giving me the baseline. I knew Beast running out would just give him, you know, a brief hesitation. He didn't play the baseline too well that time. And now 15-19, got to end it with a lob. He was playing high all game. I could have got more backdoors, but I was saving that for the trump card. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get jackpot right there, as you saw. But one more gameplay. Now, that was two sharp locks. This is actually going to be more of a stereotypical lineup. You'll see. I think it's a two-way slash and play and a rebounding wing. We will see the intros though, just to make sure, you know, I'm not misleading you guys. BC here. We still got the same lineup: post playmaker, deep range shot creator. Now, a lot of the times at stage, you'll just have 4 people on the court that all have Hall of Fame defense. And at that point, it's an equal playing field, and pretty much, you know, it's just going to be a slugfest of a game. It's usually going to come that who's the better player. But let's see, two-way slash and playmaker and a rebounding wing. So this is a little bit different. The last one, they actually had 2 ball handlers and they were pure locks. This one, they have 1 ball handler. The rebounding wing is pretty much more of a spot up, but he's still a great defender. So, you know, offensively, nothing changes. We just both gotta, I mean, I can't really, oh man, well, I mean, what is it? A rebounding wing is taller and a little bit slower than a two-way slash and play and the dudes that we just played, but it's not like a substantial amount. So I would say try to use your speed against him, but he's still going to be pretty fast. You just got to hope your defense is on point because, you know, there's no secret. You know, if there's 2 locks on the court, there's no one to go at. And a lot of the times, you know, people try to exploit matchups. That's how they win. It just doesn't work with 2 locks on the court. You have to be a smart player, and that's the number one thing to take away. You know, you got to use IQ more than stick skills sometimes when it comes to this 2-lock thing. So you see Sketch 2 Cold right here. Gets a blow-by on me. Somehow they're able to get an easy layup. 4-0. Me and Beast defense, you know, looking pretty shaky at the beginning of these games, but we're actually there a lot of the clock. We're just giving up last-second points. And that hurts. I know people want to give up when stuff like that happens, but I'm here to tell you, no, that's just going to happen. You just got to keep playing. This dude doesn't think I have pogo stick. I'm getting the rebound right there. Big IQ not to throw at the Beast because they were playing the lanes. That is something you can get away with, you know, with normal players. And, you know, usually when you're a party, you can get away with that. But in the stage, when there's 2 locks, you got to be patient. You got to walk it out. And right there, I was able to get a free 3 because they were so fixated on trying to get the lanes right there. Now you see Beast ISOing a lot, getting past him. Very IQ play right there. He knows that Beast is a shooting build. He's got sharp takeover. So Beast actually used that to his advantage. Him playing too high, getting to the paint. I'm running to the corner, letting Beast, you know, cook up, do his thing. This dude has to play high on him because he's a sharp. And you see right there, just because he got that open dunk, it's a mind game now. He's able to pop the quick 3, 4 to 8. Now he's in his head. Now the dude's thinking he's not sure how to play him. And, yeah, that's the best way. You don't want a lock to be confident. If they're confident, they're spamming X. They think they're the best players in the world. And that's going to give them like a plus 100 boost to their stats. Trust me. Beast right there. Quick stop. Looking nice with it. And I can't lie. That is not the greatest shot in the world. A lot of the times being a lock, you're going to get a test on that. But, hey, he took it. He was confident. He hit it. I'm in the corner. Beast got yellow on him now. They're calling the switch. And now, you know, the rebounding wing's a little bit taller. The two-way slashing playmaker is a little bit shorter. I might be able to take advantage of that matchup. So you see there, they're not sure who's guarding who. I go to the paint. Big, strong dunk. 4 to 13. I'm halfway to takeover. I'm sure Beast is halfway to takeover. We both are cooking up. You know, they're reaching now. It's always going to happen with locks, too. And try to, especially if you can tell they're reaching, try to keep them from being in a position to get a steal. You know, if you can just stay away from them, if you can pass fake, anything you can to keep them. Beast decks them right there. Big IQ. Should have took that shot. Not sure why he didn't, but hey, he's ISOing up now. 9 seconds. This dude playing pretty good D. He gets in front of him. Little weird move. We get it, though. I'm wide open for the fade. Had to throw up a prayer. Not panicking, though. I knew I can hit fades. I take that 4 to 15. These guys got to be stressed. You know, these are 2 locks. I mean, I can't say, we're not having the easiest time scoring, but we're doing pretty well. And that's just staying confident, too. You know, even though you're playing 2 locks, even though you know it's going to be a tough game, an annoying game, especially if they spam, I know that upsets people. You got to keep your confidence, and you got to know that you're still going to win the game. We get a bump steal right there. They are all flustered. 4 to 17. I mean, we have all the advantage. Now we just got to finish this game, not give him the ball back, not lose momentum. Dot and Beast right there. He doing his little step back, sham god, getting to the paint. The lock's playing high now. Beast hit 2 threes on him. He goes back to the paint, but not down enough. He tries to use pogo stick. Beast hits the layup. 4 to 19. Anything will seal the deal. Let's see. Telling Beast, you know, I'm going for the backdoor lob. Unfortunately, he gets the steal, but they are throwing scaries like crazy. Beast has it. He wants to end this game, and he shoots a white for it. He misses, but I'm there for the board. Going to the corner. He jumps. Jump shot. Contested, but hey, it goes in, man. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys hate going against locks. If you run the locks, you know, whatever, man. This is Tony. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.